Brandish.
Brandish.
Cried the surgeon, brandishing his scalpel.
Respectfully.
Edmund Brandish.
So you brandish your axe.
What sorcery is this, Merlin, that I'm no longer able to brandish the sword Excalibur?
You know Mr. Brandish?
挥舞
Brash.
Brash.
A bit brash, but well played nonetheless.
A little too brash, a little over-brilliant.
Is she a brash, successful entrepreneur?
The world is more complex than that, and good must not be measured on a scale as small as Mr. Land's brash heroics.
性急的未灼热
Bravado.
Bravado.
Figure you'd enter with more bravado.
I deliberately played him with a cheerful bravado.
It's all bravado.
It's nice to see that your bravado about sharks doesn't extend to alligators.
Your courage, your bravado.
虚张声势
Brawl.
Brawl.
Brawl with the king's men.
I see it's a formal brawl after all.
It's going to be interesting to see how Rocky Balboa has prepared Creed for what is surely to become an all-out brawl.
Last year's game ended in a bench-clearing brawl.
Tavern brawl.
争吵
Brawn.
Brawn.
And you can talk about the Bauhaus movement and brawn.
I examined the inefficiency of a world where brawn trumped brain, and I used technology to resolve that inefficiency.
I put the brains and the brawn together.
I'm a man who discovered the wheel and built the Eiffel Tower out of metal and brawn.
You know, unruly brawn, and I just had to...
发达的肌肉
Brazen.
Brazen.
Citywide manhunt is already underway as police and FBI search for the brazen killer.
Gentlemen, I have lost all patience with this brazen character.
How brazen?
So you mumble Italian and brazen through it.
They're both too brazen, dear.
黄同志的厚脸皮的对待
Breaker.
Breaker.
And the jersey code breaker by Morgan. Tag made, here's Raquel. Invites you to be the star of our latest video with the annual Spring Breaker Bust Blowout. McIntyre neck breaker. We're going to see the face breaker once again.
Yeah, that is the title, but what is the story behind our ball breaker?
断路器
Breakneck.
Breakneck.
And thankfully, we are, all of us, working at breakneck speeds and in unison towards capturing the mind's fatal...
Now, what's next on your breakneck schedule?
There's a real breakneck pace on this thing, but...
You came to get away from the breakneck pace of your life as an executive in the city.
No, our letters can get lost at breakneck speed.
要使颈骨折断似的
Breakwater.
Breakwater.
Because, really, honey, we're only going a couple miles out past the breakwater, right to where the continental shelf drops off.
Head for the breakwater.
I can cut loose and drift out beyond the breakwater before I start my engines.
The only one that's been anywhere near here in the past 6 months must have been the one that set you off the breakwater this afternoon.
There's a breakwater over there.
防浪堤
Breastfeed.
Breastfeed.
I don't care if he could breastfeed my child.
It's so cool if I could breastfeed, you know?
Man, you don't breastfeed him, he hates you for it later.
Queen's so flexible that they can kick and twerk and breastfeed all at the same time.
You breastfeed till your nipples are sore.
与用母乳喂养
Breathless.
Breathless.
After slamming through the house, breathless and panicky from searching, I could stop and...
Good night, princess.
Breathless campfire legends that old men pass on to their sons.
Come on, leave me breathless.
I'm breathless with admiration and respect.
I've been simply breathless to pick up all the news.
喘不过气来的
Breathtaking.
Breathtaking.
Absolutely breathtaking.
It's breathtaking.
Mars, this is breathtaking.
Splinter the comet into smaller pieces with breathtaking accuracy.
Its full body and breathtaking smoothness. Wild Times is the whiskey that goes down easy.
惊人的
Breeder.
Breeder.
He was the presiding steward, the chief handicapper, the starter, the judge, the breeder, and his own bookie.
There's only one breeder of Appaloosa pumpkins in the world, and he lives in New York, so no.
Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners?
饲养员
Brevity. Brevity.
Does brevity exist in your repertoire, sir?
Therefore, since brevity is the soul of wit, and tediousness the limbs and outward flourishes, I will be brief.
El Duderino, if you're not into the whole brevity thing.
You know what that brevity code means?
短暂
Brew. Brew.
They even throw in a brew.
What they call a very new brew.
酿造酒酿造
Bricklayer. Brickley.
That was a bricklayer, man.
砌砖工人
Bridal. Bridal.
I just haven't quite figured out what my bridal style is yet.
Billy, I think I forgot your bridal panties.
My store has an amazing bridal department.
Sure. We just got invited to Linda's Jack and Jill bridal shower.
This is Jacqueline Palmer in the bridal suite.
新娘的
Bride. Bride.
Aren't you gonna kiss the bride? Here comes the bride.
新娘
Bridesmaid. Bridesmaid.
I'm actually the professional bridesmaid.
I'm the head bridesmaid.
She's a bridesmaid too.
Yes, and it's supposed to be on the bridesmaid.
You can still be a bridesmaid with Sharon.
女宾相
Briefcase. Briefcase.
Briefcase in touching distance, but it's not going to help Escobar here. Going for his briefcase. The weapon he used on Bobby Lashley earlier.
I did look inside your briefcase.
She found the ring and the prenup in your briefcase.
You'll be able to monitor your briefcase right from here.
公事包
Brigade. Brigade.
Forward, the Light Brigade.
Harvey Dent, scourge of the underworld, scared stiff by the trust fund brigade.
His planes destroyed invading ships carrying a brigade of men and vital ammunition. The beachhead could not be enlarged, and paratroopers were soon trying to fight their way back to the small section of the shore.
It's a dangerous world, but the Firefly Action Brigade is here to help.
Watto and his so-called Freedom Brigade claim credit for this latest bombing, which attempted to reopen the sealed-off pyramid mines.
旅
Brigand. Brigand.
An ordinary brigand wouldn't concern himself with Vega.
And how would you deal with this brigand? Are you perhaps intending to use it on a brigand who had certain aspirations toward your daughter?
But he is a brigand and a criminal as well.
I ask you to do what is right, you'll play the brigand.
土匪
Brine. Brine.
Brine shrimp, perfect example.
Captain, engine room reports minor flooding from the shaft seals and brine pump.
Rise to the heights and then plunge into the frothy brine.
The brine will never join you, and the fishermen are cowards.
Of hands.
They should use brine.
盐水用浓盐水处理
Brooch. Brooch.
But we have a lot of work to do before we even broach that subject.
Look, Amanda, there's no easy way to broach this, so I'm just gonna come right out and ask.
To broach a rather delicate subject.
Your Majesty, may I broach the matter of Lady Marlborough?
烧肉叉用凿子修琢露出水面
Broadband. Broadband.
Pinch is a device which creates like a cardiac arrest for any broadband electrical circuitry.
And what do either of them have to do with broadband?
I see your broadband contract was ended around that time.
Nothing a white man can acquire with high broadband speed.
There's no Wi-Fi, no broadband, no cable.
宽频带的
Broadcaster. Broadcaster.
He's possibly the most famous popular music broadcaster ever.
I think the migrant crisis...
What I'm asking of the world's oldest public broadcaster is...
The company has subscribed fully to my integrity and responsibility as a broadcaster and as a loyal American.
Well-known author, broadcaster, and political activist.
You're a good broadcaster, Alan.
播送者
Broadside. Broadside.
Hit us with a full broadside, cut across our tail and took out our rudder.
Can't sit here waiting for her broadside.
If you ever hit the broadside of a barn, I know a good taxidermist.
It's a polemic, a broadside against many things.
Same broadside I lost my leg.
猛烈的攻击谴责，无目标的。
Broccoli.
Broccoli.
Lay like broccoli.
We'll do broccoli tomorrow.
花椰菜。
Brogue.
Brogue.
Sheamus could be setting up Gunther for a brogue kick to put the champion away. Bronson Reed carrying Cross. Everybody turning their attention to Omos, including Sheamus with the brogue.
I hope that when I go through the pearly gates, the first sound I hear is you, asking me for the check and that lovely Irish brogue.
The back gave out as he went for the brogue. Power bomb. Oh, went for the brogue kick.
土枪。
Broil.
Broil.
But respectably. In my house, with my mother's picture on the mantle, and my sister helping me broil a big steak for 3.
He goes through a lot of brill cream.
This is a setting for London broil.
This is the device of Sauron's making, a broil of fume he sends ahead of his host.
You can barbecue it, boil it, broil it, bake it, saute it.
烤。
Brokerage.
Brokerage.
A man by the name of Kevin Peltier casually walks through the brokerage house from which he was fired the previous Friday morning.
At the end of the week, my brokerage account contained over $2 million.
I'm going to stop by a brokerage firm after work.
The year I turned 26 as the head of my own brokerage firm, I made $49 million.
Webster and Cohen, the biggest brokerage house in Miami.
经纪人。
Bronchitis.
Bronchitis.
Banksy has developed a bad case of bronchitis and is putting in for a transfer to warmer climates.
How is your bronchitis?
That little mare's got a bad case of bronchitis and can't possibly last the night.
The patient also suffers from chronic bronchitis.
Well, they always spent the winter there, on account of her mother's bronchitis.
支气管炎。
Broth.
Broth.
Hot broth.
If she gains an ounce, she padlocks the fridge and won't eat anything but broth.
The vegetable broth tastes a little old or off or something, too.
Then we'll pour the broth in!
Yes, they speak little, fight much, eat the black broth that turns up the stomach, and their girls go about naked. Naked.
原汁清汤。
Brothel.
Brothel.
Every 500 coins comes through the brothel.
He ran a brothel in Acuna, Mexico for over 50 years.
In Kazakhstan, it is illegal for more than 5 women to be in the same place, except for in brothel or in grave.
Flavor the college brothel.
That might be my new Axe body spray scent, Brothel.
妓院。
Browbeat.
Browbeat.
And I'm not going to stand here and let you browbeat me now. But I don't want him to browbeat me.
Come over here to work things out with them, and they insult us, they browbeat us, they lecture us about being good citizens of the planet.
Don't browbeat her, Raphael.
It was to browbeat my client by introducing to this court the atmosphere of a viva voce examination.
对，吹胡子瞪眼睛。
Browse.
Browse.
I just want to browse.
I shan't even browse.
I'll browse.
This isn't a library, so it's $10 to browse.
Why don't you just crawl in and browse around?
浏览。
Browser.
Browser.
And I also know your browser history.
And I stopped and leafed through a few things just to establish myself as a browser before wandering in.
I promise she'll be in my personal web browser.
Can you browser? Well, I'm going to tell your mom about your browser history.
吃嫩叶的动物。
Brunch.
Brunch.
Inadequate, by which I mean consenting man, might sweep you off your feet and into the single occupancy, gender neutral restroom of your preferred brunch establishment.
I have plans to get brunch with a girl from school.
Look, I saw your sweet and wistful smile when that child tried to ruin our brunch with that endless round of peekaboo.
Not only that, I got him to agree to take the Kelmans to brunch tomorrow from 10 to 2 to celebrate their big sale.
We just had brunch with my ex-roommate.
早午餐。
Brunette.
Brunette.
All I see is blonde, brunette, redhead. But you're a brunette.
I saw you down at the Ditch Witch the other day with some little brunette.
Okay,
Brunette, mid-20s.
Yeah, the brunette at the house party.
Yeah.
浅黑肤色的女人，深褐色的。
Brunt.
Brunt.
Commissioner Brunt said you wish to view the point in all its splendor and squalor.
主要冲力。
Brushstroke.
Brushstroke.
Don't change the portrait by brushstroke, Alec.
The tenderness is so visible in every brushstroke.
Now they are worthless, and not one brushstroke has changed.
An unsuspected brushstroke by which the forger inevitably ends up betraying himself.
一笔。
Brusque.
Brusque.
Blunt is at least brusque.
Come on, I love you. All fast talking and brusque like I'm bringing home a carny.
He was brusque.
I shouldn't have been so brusque.
Why does that brusque Yankee think that you're the Count?
唐突的。
Brutality.
Brutality.
In which there's no war or famine, oppression or brutality. It's a war movie where these two guys take part in the unspeakable brutality of war, and then they find a box of tulips.
It's perhaps the most notorious police brutality case in recent memory.
The brutality, humiliation, our basic human rights taken away from us, all of this has to come to an end through talking.
Cannot wait for the brutality that will follow.
残忍。
Buccaneer.
Buccaneer.
An old buccaneer like you? In all the Caribbean, there is no buccaneer so strong as me.
Mateys and wenchers, Buccaneer Olympics in half an hour.
Meet my nephew, the fearsome buccaneer, Tristan Thorne.
Well, it's like a pirate. Pirate and buccaneer.
海盗，做海盗。
Buckle.
Buckle.
Dress that belt buckle.
Now buckle off and tell Baron Brunwald there's Lord Clarence MacDonald and his lovely assistant.
Please buckle up and secure any loose items.
So it sounds like right now you need to buckle up and stay home.
These boats may buckle.
皮带扣，扣住。
Buckskin.
Buckskin.
An explorer, paddling a canoe somewhere in the wilds of Canada, in a pair of buckskin breeches.
Davy boy, you can't hold on to 100,000 acres by riding horse in a buckskin jacket. I've given them every buckskin I've earned, and it's still not enough.
Whose buckskin horse is this?
Yeah, and he was riding a little buckskin mare.
鹿皮。
Bud.
Budge.
As I say, we try to remove the tusks, but they were embedded in so firmly that we couldn't budge them.
Must I budge?
My fingers won't budge.
They won't budge?
Won't budge.
微微移动，推动，羔羊皮。
Budgetary.
Budgetary.
And you wonder, is it really deliberate that they didn't make it Philadelphia, or is it merely a budgetary?
I also know there's budgetary issues and that you have to let a few professors go.
Our budgetary process makes us pale in comparison.
We have an appropriations committee meeting next week to discuss budgetary matters.
Fine. We have enormous budgetary concerns here.
预算的。
Buff.
Buff.
Gary, my friend, no bugger robs pipes in the buff.
He's so buff.
I figured this was my chance to meet the infamous Buff and compare notes.
Look, I'm not fucking buffed and that's the end here.
Yeah, little Terry got buff.
暗黄色，擦亮，暗黄色的。
Buffer.
Buffer.
All right, with the official decision now, we send it into Bruce Buffer.
As a buffer.
But I have a ship to launch and you've got your outfit to buff up.
The buffer circuit has been torn out.
缓冲器，缓冲。